Pleased to announce the hiring of Kevin Steele as our defensive coordinator and Ed Orgeron as our defensive line coach. Coach Steele, a veteran of coaching and certainly a veteran of our conference, participated in both the NFL and in college, and head coach at Baylor, coached alongside very, very quality coaches, and Tom Osborne, Bobby Bowden, Dom Capers in the NFL, and Nick Saban in the SEC. We've communicated often and in terms of professional development, and I've wanted to hire him for some time, to be honest. But who he is as a person, his ability to create and maintain relationships, his familiarity with the league, his wide knowledge base of defensive football. He's one of the best recruiters in college. He is an advocate of our style of defense, and very pleased that he joins our staff. Ed Orgeron, I think I met Ed really several times, but when we played Ole Miss, his teams played so hard, and he was defensive line coach at the University of Miami, at Tennessee, New Orleans Saints, been the head coach at USC. And the one thing about Ed Orgeron, he has great enthusiasm for the state of Louisiana, has a passion for football and the players that he coaches. He's a great recruiter, a number of relationships in this state, and that played a very important part in the hiring of him. But both these men will have a great impact on our defense, and we really are very thrilled to welcome them both. So,
with the speed, how will it strengthen your staff in terms of recruiting and look forward to signing games? How much ground do you think you can gain?
I think it's a much more enthusiastic. I think there's a lot more energy in the room, and I think there's a lot to do. I think there's an opportunity to, certainly putting the defensive coordinator in place, the defensive line coach, for the future, and both guys will go out and represent LSU extremely well. I think there's a lot. How much I don't know, but I can tell you that that there will be, these two hires will be met with great enthusiasm.
How much was that a key there, I guess, in getting a fiery guy like Ed, on this staff to maybe rock your boat and kind of spring some life back into the program? Was it needed, or was it just somebody you had?
Bring some life back into the program. Give me a ball. I want to throw something at the guy. So, there's strengths and weaknesses of all of our coaching staff, and to bring on a guy that has great enthusiasm and energy, represents it in how he'll coach, represents it, and really is every day is, if you get a leader, as an assistant coach, it's always better. It affects, he does more than his job. He just affects, the room.
Les, did you ever in the process consider adding an additional defensive coach through a restructuring of the staff, if you will? Another guy on that side of the ball?
Well, we have 4 there now, and I think that's kind of how we're going to go. No.
With both your hires, do you expect a considerably louder practice field, much louder?
Yeah, I well, considering that occasionally we play music, I would think that there's plenty of decibels out there, but yeah, I would have to say that there could be more noise.
5 o'clock yesterday, that's around the same time that Kevin Steele, the news was coming out about him. So how are these hires kind of interconnected? Were they connected at all? And you're going to hire this guy, well then that means I'm going to hire that guy.
I don't know necessarily that they were connected in any way, other than it was what was best for LSU, and we gave great thought to it. It took a long time, the process, and we're again really think that these hires are just what we need. We're a team whose goals are these, to win the West, win the SEC, and play in the tournament and win the national championship. These are the kind of guys that are motivated and really have the energy to attain those goals.
Motivated, also great recruiters, of course, both of these, and you put together some great recruiting classes recently. What do you think about the idea of a recruiting dream team?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Is this it?
Yeah, we could, as long as we got basketball, stuff to wear, we would be, yeah, heck yeah, we'll see if Malone will come down from northern Louisiana, and we're all over it. Honestly, I think we're much improved. I think our staff does a great job. I think these guys, here's what happens in a staff. The assistant coaches all compete. They compete for recruits. They compete for, to make our team better. And what Kevin Steele and Ed Orgeron will bring are, these are the things that they, in that meeting that, we were all in, both guys shared, personal theory, and both guys shared the knowledge of, what was the lay of the land of recruiting in a particular situation. It was just what you wanted. And again, I think these guys will show the way.
Is this the best group of recruiters you've had on one staff in your coaching career?
Yeah, I think these two guys really put us in a position to have just an excellent recruiting staff. And that's, there's a lot to it. First of all, you have to watch the film and make the evaluation. That evaluation's got to go through a staff. And then, that's, to get to know the people, that's that family, that mother and father, et cetera. And so, there's a great way that these guys have of doing that, and it's sincere and real, and it'll be great for our staff.
Won't regret this. Coach, Coach Steele, what makes you think he'll be a good game day defensive coordinator coach for you?
He has really been an excellent coach every place he's been. He's, his wealth of knowledge, his ability to communicate the plan, his enjoyment for his players, the idea that there's a relationship there that is awfully important to him. And, first of all, we put him on the board, and he has some great answers, understands football. And, here's a guy that, has coordinated, been the head coach, and really been alongside some of the best defensive teams in the country for years, for a career. And I don't think there's any question that he'll have the opportunity to, put us in the best position to have success.